I don't know why, but somehow this is the. I know it's all good filming outside, and you get natural daylight, and you don't get that fake studio look with all the lights and everything. But there always seems to be that one idiot that just has to run his chainsaw right at the moment when I'm starting to begin filming. And if you can hear that now in the background, I'm sorry for it, but it is what it is, and we're gonna try to do the best we can, even though it's there. So the packages from Tidlös are right here in front of me, and there's actually two of them, but I'm suspecting that these aren't two watches because this one is really heavy. I suspect that the watch is in here. We're gonna put that aside for now, and we're gonna see what Tidlös sent us in this package, because I'm actually I know what to expect in the other package, because as I said in the introduction, I had a meeting with Henry from Tidlös, and we talked about the brand and what they are releasing now in October. And even though you can't see it on the web page, I know what it is, and I know what I'm going to show you, but I really don't know what this is. Okay. This is cool. A sweet little, nice little cap, Tidlös Scandinavia, authentic snapback, the best version, the snapback. I love a good snapback hat, and this is actually looking really good. Thank you so much, Henry. I'm gonna enjoy wearing this, or maybe I'll give it away in some kind of giveaway. It's a fine little hat, and we have I haven't really found out the name of this berry yet. It's the logo of Tidlös, because Henry told me that this berry grows over there up in Kiruna, and it's the most nutrient berry, and the just basically the best berry that we have in Sweden, with all vitamins and everything that it contains. But I'm gonna find it out into to the real video with all the specs. A nice little cap. What more goodies do we have in here? Oh, nice little breathing mask from Tidlös. A good thing to have today in the state of the world. A bunch of masks actually. This is gonna be a nice little giveaway with some of these. And we have some nice little bottle openers that you can have on your keys. You can, you always need to open a bottle of beer or something, whatever you like to drink. Tidlöswatches.com. I'm gonna do my best to distribute these to my watchers. And that's a little goodie box from Tidlös. Now let's bring the focus to the actual watch that is in here. This is gonna be quite exciting, because even though I know what to expect of this box, I actually haven't seen it in person. I actually only saw a rendering of it, a picture of it, a presentation of it. We talked about it and stuff like that, but I haven't seen it. I haven't held it in my hands, and I really don't know what to expect from this baby in here. So let's go through the experience together. And yeah, sorry that I forgot, but before we do that, the Omega Speedmaster Professional is on my wrist today. And let's get back to the presentation. What do we have here? A little envelope. Let's just open it up, see what this says. Oh, nice little presentation. This is in Swedish. Hi. This watch, you can take off the plastic and give it a real test drive. P.S. The box is made of wood, not plastic. Okay, that's a really nice thing, because as I've said in other watch videos, that some companies don't let me take off the plastic, and it's really hard to try out the watch without actually feeling the way that the bracelet feels without the plastic. But Tidlös, they're a bunch of great guys, so they actually told me I could do that in this video. These are the guys behind the brand. As we can see, they're my kind of people, working class, regular dudes. This guy has an axe on his shoulder. Why not? Is that a pipe you're holding there? I don't know. Maybe it's a pipe. We have some whiskey, we have some drinks, beer, and we're talking watches. Jägermeister, is that? Yeah, I think that's a Jaeger. Yeah, it's basically the way the friends that I would want to have, because my friends don't like to talk about watches. I have to actually talk to my friends online about that. I guess this is the warranty card. Yeah, this is what the warranty card is going to look like. As you can see, 6-year international warranty. That's great. And this little warranty card pouch that you can put it in looks good. Let's put it to the side. And as you can see, in here we have the actual watch box. I've actually never seen this packaging material. It really looks kind of cool, and it goes well with the black box. Nice little touch there. Okay, Tidlös Scandinavia. Let's see what we have inside here. I'm gonna put that there. Okay, there we have it. Yep, quite a heavy box. Let's put the cardboard box out of the way. And there we have the wooden box, the new wooden box for the watch that is inside here. I guess they're all gonna be shipped in this wooden box. The new collection, looking good, really shiny. Nice little wooden box with a soft surface underneath. It won't scratch your table, but we all know that the boxes are not that important. It's actually the things that they contain. And here we have a nice blacked out Tidlös Marin 500 meters. Oh, it's actually slimmer than I thought it would be, because you know when you hear a watch, when you hear that a watch is 500 meters water resistant, I always think that it's gonna be a thick bastard, and this is actually not that thick, not the thickness that I was expecting actually. And I'm gonna run through all the specs in my other video, but look at this beast. Look at this beautiful beast. And as I said in my other Tidlös video, I'm loving those hands. Those are big ass hands. Look at the minute hand and the size of that thing. Look at the hour hand and the size of that thing. And they're actually really legible, and this is probably the best feature of the watch. I really like that minute and hour hand, that they are so big and that they're trying something new. And as you can see, the dial on this one, we actually have an authentic carbon fiber dial. Can you see that? The pattern. And you see the little berry there just above the 6 o'clock between Swiss and Made. They've really incorporated the little berry. It's also incorporated on the crown. This is one of the coolest crowns I've seen in a while. Look at that thing. That sweet little berry. And it's a cool thing to talk with a guy and he explains to you how they came to choose the berry for their design, why they chose it, and then to actually incorporate it into the watch, not just as a little branding on the dial, but also go full out and incorporate it on the crown. It's beautiful. It's a beautiful crown. Yeah, I'm really surprised of this. And I'm really feeling this rubber. It's soft, and it's feels like a high quality rubber. I am, as you maybe know by looking at my other videos, I'm not a rubber kind of guy, so I wouldn't know what a high quality rubber versus a low quality rubber is. But I guess if it's thick and still soft, that speaks a little about its quality. You can see the helium escape valve right there. Let's take a look at the, oh, nice done. Nicely done to put the Tidlös logo in white or silver, or is it silver? Yeah, I think it's silver. Really nicely done. You can see this patterning. The carbon fiber patterning is actually continuing on the rubber bracelet. It's right there on the dial, and then it continues onto the rubber bracelet. Looking good, looking good. Okay, let's get this baby opened. And this is a cool little feature. You see this wider little strap thing? This is actually the original holder, if you can call it like that. I really don't know the name of it. But this thing here actually has another function. Let's just take it off and I'm going to show you. You can see this big hole there. Let's just take off the strap and open it up before we take a look at the back. This little thing actually has a little thing, another thing protruding inside of it. This is exactly like I had on my Casio G-Shock, the surf watch. You have this little spot protruding inside of there, actually making the strap of the bracelet lock into place, so you don't get, because if you have a small wrist and you want to put it in one of these holes that are quite making the watch sitting tightly to your wrist, if you just had this first one, it would look like this. And people hate these things. They cut them off or they do something just to get rid of them. But when you have this little holder here, you can just put it in there. It's gonna lock into place right there, and it's gonna give you a nice and stealthy look with no flapping around. That's a perfect execution. I wish all watches had, all watches with rubber straps, or maybe even with the leather straps actually. But the ones with leather straps actually always do come with two little thingies. But the thingy having a hole inside of it, the strap having a hole inside of it, and the thingy having a thing that goes into the hole, that's good engineering and a perfect execution. One up for Tidlös. This is the case back. Look at the beauty of this case back. Let me just take this plastic on, because they said that I could remove all the plastics. It was really tight on there. We have a sapphire case back, that much I know because we talked about it. And as you can see, we have the little berry incorporated on the rotor right there. Sapphire crystal, Swiss made, water resistant, helium escape valve, automatic watch, 500 meters. It's a beautiful case back, and it matches the black perfectly. Henry actually told me that he designed all of this himself. He wanted the rotor to look a little different, but they couldn't do that because it would have weighed too much, or maybe he said weighed too little, I don't know. But just to get the weight perfectly so it would spin perfectly, they had to do it like this. But he still managed to incorporate his beloved little berry in the rotor. And this is what sets them apart from other micro brands and from other watches that are trying to make their name in the watch business and get your hard-earned cash. This is well thought through. They've tried to do something different, and they've tried to put their own branding on it and put their own little stamp with the berry. Such a nice little thing, reminding the owner and the creator of the heritage of the watch. The berry, Kiruna, north of Sweden, and it's as a YouTuber and as a guy who's making watch videos for fun, these are the watch videos I love to make. This is the difference between a random company just wanting to make a quick buck that actually don't have a story. Don't have more story than just a couple of guys wanting to make some money, so they designed a watch with no soul and with no originality. Just a watch that looks great and looks. They've done some marketing studies, and they wanted to. They know what's selling, and they just designed the watch for that purpose. Sell as many as you can to make a quick buck. This is actually a well thought out product. They wanted to give you a watch that they themselves want to wear, and this is the result, with a clear identity and a tribute to the heritage of the creators, and it's a beautiful watch. I must say, it feels really comfortable on wrist. It goes really well with my hand, and it's a beauty. I cannot say anything more. It's so much thinner than I thought it would be. A 500 meters diver, and I must say, and as I say many times, I'm not an expert. There are probably a lot of divers, 500 meters divers, that are thinner than this, but in my experience, this is a thin 500 meters diver. Just look at it, and it feels really nice on the wrist. Looks really good with that carbon fiber dial, and those big hands, minute and hour hands. Look at that second hand go. We have a date window at the 3 o'clock with a white background, and I'm really starting to like the berry as a logo. And actually, I liked it when Henry told me about it in the first time he told me about it. I thought that was a really cool thing to have as a logo. Just a berry from the region that you come from, and that's a nice little thing. Let's check out the bezel action. We have no movement between the clicks. It's easy to rotate. 120 clicks. I guess this bezel will be actually fully loomed. I think that it is. It looks like it is. It's gonna be fun to try that out. Yeah, it's a nice bezel. It gives me a little Tudor feeling when I turn it around. My Tudor Black Bay GMT is actually a 60 click bezel, but it gives me the sound and the feel when I turn it around, and actually the feel when I hold it, because this is the same type of coin edged bezel that I think it reminds me of my Tudor a lot, and that's not a bad thing. Let me tell you that it's not a bad thing. It's really easy to turn, but it's not easy as if I'm worried that I'm gonna by mistake turn the bezel when putting the watch on or putting the jacket on. Just a perfect amount of ease and effort. That's what it is. Look at that nice sapphire crystal. Yeah, they've done a great job here. Tidlös, you have my approval of this one. This is a beautiful black watch. It actually makes me want to buy a black watch. I've always loved the look of black watches, but I've always been kind of worried that if they scratch, because it's it's a coating. It's a black PVD coating, I guess. And when that scratches, you can see the steel underneath. I've always been worried about that when it comes to black watches, but maybe that's a thing you don't have to worry about. I don't know about the PVD coating of today. Is it easy to scratch? Is it a thick layer before you get down to the steel beneath? Maybe you guys can let me know in the comments below. How do black PVD coated watches look after a while? Are they all banged up and you can see steel parts, or are they actually holding up good? But it's a beautiful watch nonetheless, and I'm looking forward to spending a couple of days with it, because Henry actually told me that I could wear this watch because this is his own watch. This is going to be his watch, so I'm going to be careful with it, but I'm going to be able to wear it some, and in a couple of days I'm going to film another video telling you everything about it, and maybe some pros and cons that I've experienced along the way. But as of today, the first impressions of with the unboxing, a fantastic watch. It's a big watch, but it's a beautiful and perfectly sized watch in my opinion, and I would actually consider buying this. It's a eye catcher. I just can't stop looking at it. It's really cool. I'm sorry, I have to end the video now. I'm gonna end it right now. Tidlös, good job. I'm gonna do a giveaway with a bunch of things from Tidlös in a future video, and as always, if you liked the video, please consider giving it a thumbs up. I know I rambled a lot in this video, but it's supposed to be like that. It's a improvised unboxing. It's supposed to be spontaneous and just my thoughts, and you're just along on the ride. Good job, Tidlös. Sorry, thumbs up if you like it, subscribe if you really like it, and just give me a thumbs down if you didn't like the ramblings of an old man. Just tell me what you didn't like, and I'll try to do better the next time, I promise. And until the next time, I hope to see you again. Have a really nice evening. Bye bye.